Hi everyone, and welcome back to Unhinged but Healthy Pod. So you would have seen me 2 weeks ago and I would have been in this mask, and I am still here 2 weeks later in this mask. No, I'm joking. Hey, obviously I'm joking. Hi, welcome back. And if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, I had something on my screen. If you're watching on YouTube, I would be grateful if you could subscribe, like and comment on my video, and if you are listening to my podcast, I would be grateful if you could follow the show and leave a review. Today's episode is just going to be a quick one because I need to go to sleep soon, and if you didn't watch my last episode or listen to it, I am currently in Gatwick because I am flying to Sydney tomorrow, so I don't know where I will actually be at this point in time, but this is the last episode I'm going to pre-record, and then hopefully you will get some Australia content. That probably wasn't a very good accent, especially not with this mask on, but yeah, so today I kind of just want to talk about like what didn't work out for you really worked out for you, and I feel like at the time, like when you are going through something, you don't feel like that's the case. Like there's so many scenarios in my life where I'm like, do you know what, like what didn't work out for me actually really did work out for me. And I feel like when things happen when you were younger, like when I used to go through my old friendship breakups, or like when I used to like go through my breakups like with boyfriends and stuff when I was younger, I didn't used to understand, and I used to be like, why me? Like why is this happening to me? Like why does everyone hate me? Or like why isn't this working out? Like when I haven't gotten jobs and stuff, and like what didn't work out for me actually really worked out for me. Like you have a plan and like God laughs, like he has a better plan for you, like the universe has a better plan for you. So when you start planning, like he's just like, no no, that's not happening, and you might not understand why right now, but soon you will. And like, a few examples of this could be like when I was younger, like I remember like falling out with like one of my friends, one of my best friends. She was horrible to me. She was awful to me. Once she cut my hair this short, I had hair longer than this when I was younger. If you're watching, if you're listening, I literally used to have hair literally down to like my hips when I was younger. And this girl that was supposed to be my best friend, granted I let her, but I was literally in like year 9 or 10, and she was like cutting a little bit, and then she went around the back and cut it up to here, up to my chin. I was devastated. But yeah, I rocked a bob for a bit, it is what it is. And I remember just kind of like being like cast out a bit, and like I had my friends and stuff, but like my other best friend at the time was going to college, and I was like, I'm literally going to be by myself in sixth form. And the day before sixth form started, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go to college. And I enrolled in college, and I went to college, and I did my A-levels there. And honestly, it's one of the best things I ever did, but at the time I was so scared, I was so introverted, and I was like, how am I actually going to do this? Like I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like how am I going to go, and how am I going to make friends, and like, when that is just not me. And honestly, it's one of the best moves I ever made. It really helped me to grow as a person. I met my best friend today there. I like really kind of like grew into myself in that period of time, like not saying that it was for the best, but I definitely expanded a lot more than I had when I was younger, and I definitely needed it. I needed the exposure. But yeah, like that is one example of this. Like I really didn't see how that was going to work. I was really scared. Like it was really not something that I thought I would be able to do, and it is something that I did. And then like there's other times like when me and my like ex-boyfriends have broken up, and like I am like so distraught, and I'm just like, oh my god, like why not me? Like this is the person that I want. And then I look back on it and I'm like, do you know what, like this person has treated me like so badly. Like why would I want that for myself? Like, but had I not gone through those situations, like I would not realise that that is not a way that I wanted to be treated, and had they not left, I would have never known that, and I would have never put two and two together, and I would have put up with that for the rest of my life, because I wouldn't have known that there was better out there, and that I didn't have to put up with someone treating me that way, you know. So that is another example of it. And it's just like all of these things happen, like, you know. And like an example of like a job, like I remember when I first graduated from my sports science course, and I was a newly qualified personal trainer, fitness instructor, blah 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 blah. And like I had applied for a job, and like they just, like, I got the job, but my current job was like not giving me a reference, and I was getting so annoyed, and they were like denying not giving me a reference, but like they didn't want me to leave basically. And then eventually, like, and I just kept applying for jobs, because I was like, I can't stay in this job anymore, like I either start this new one, or like I need to go to a new job. So I was applying for all these jobs, and nothing was accepting me. I didn't have enough experience, and like I just wasn't like getting interviews or anything like that. And then I was just like so frustrated, and then like when I was on my last straw, like I finally managed to like the job I had applied for, the fitness instructing job, like finally pulled through and managed to just carry on with the application, even though it took like 3 months. And I was so grateful, and like ever since, like, yes, I've had obstacles, but I've loved that job. And you know, like I didn't get those other jobs for a reason, because like this job was always going to work out for me, you know, and it was what I was meant to do. And again, like it's really helped me grow as a person, like it's really helped me gain confidence in myself and my abilities, and just, you know, my confidence and my people skills, like. And like that's something I'll be forever grateful for, and it's something that may not have happened had I got accepted into one of those other jobs, you know. But yeah, I just think it's very important, like as you get older, you kind of realise that like this has happened. Like I'm scared right now, like I am not like so scared, like I feel quite calm, but like I know tomorrow morning I'm going to be getting on that plane, and I'm going to be like shaking like a leaf, and I'm going to be scared having to navigate it all by myself. But I know that this is going to benefit me so much in the long run, and I know that now from experiences that I've had in the past when it comes to things like this, like things that scare me, like things where people are like throwing me in the deep end, or like where people are literally like crushing my soul and like breaking my heart. Like I know that it's always going to work out for me, and I know that like rejection is redirection, and I feel like this is the mindset that you have to move forwards with. And honestly, I feel like at home sometimes like I don't feel like that. Like recently for me now, so like mid-January, not in when this episode is up, like I like had a situation and it ended a while ago now, like probably like September time, but like it kind of resurfaced with someone, and like I was like so upset, and I was at home and I couldn't see why it was so good for me, like that had happened, and that like I had to do that, and I was so like upset that like I had to end that situation, and I had to leave it be, and I couldn't see how that was benefiting me, like apart from like coming here and like not having any like ties to home apart from my family and friends, like, you know, like not having the tie of like a romantic relationship and like missing that and stuff. But I was just like, why didn't that person want to treat me a certain way? Like I'm sure that they would do it for anyone else, and the truth is like no, that's not true at all. Actually, it's just their limitations. And like I was like so upset, and like I was getting over it, but like I saw this person out. I spoke about this in my last episode, so my first episode of the year, so early Jan, probably January 11th or something like that, and I spoke about this situation, and honestly like it showed like their true colours so much, and it just like, and I feel like I kept asking a question in my head, like, you know, like what could this have been, like really, like had I just not been so anxious and blah blah blah, like what could this have been? And I was kind of blaming myself and thinking like that there was still potential there, and that like this person was so nice, and like that night just really showed their true colours. And then I was like, do you know what, no, like this is exactly why I should always trust my intuition and know that everything happens for a reason. Like, yes, that person will be great for someone else, but that person, but not for me. Like, we are just not a match, you know. And like there's so much more out there for me now, and what I'm trying to get at here is like things that don't work out for you do really work out for you. But at home I struggle to have that mindset, and I feel like already I am like blooming, and I'm just like, and I don't know whether it's because I have a really exciting year ahead of me, but yeah, like everything happens for a reason. Like, had that worked out, I may not have wanted to go on this trip anymore, I may not have come, I may have shortened it, you know, I may have put a time limit on it, you know. Like, just have faith that when things aren't working out for you, that the universe or God or whatever you believe in, a higher power, is, you know, doing something greater for you. Because with that mindset you can never lose, you know. Because even if you think it's delusional, like, so what, be delusional. If it makes you feel better, it's better than thinking that everything is against you. Like, even if you can't find anything positive, think about the lessons that you have learned, and you can take them and you can use them to help you use your discernment, to help you trust your intuition, to stay away from certain types of people, to navigate a certain situation in the future. Like, there is a lesson in everything. So if you can't find the positives straight away, just try and take from the lessons, okay, my babes. Sorry, it looks so funny, but yeah, short and sweet one today. I'm gonna have my TikTok time now, and then my reading time, and then it's gonna be off to sleep, brekkie, and on that plane. So hopefully next episode I will see you from Australia. But yes, thank you, my loves. Bye.